You're listening to That Home Loan Hub. I'm Zibuni Salimova, here to make home loans and property investing simple, smart, and stress-free. Let's get you closer to your property dreams. So in a previous episode, we talked about at what point should you look at your KiwiSaver. Now, in this episode, we're going to talk about which KiwiSaver fund should you actually be in. We're going to bust the myth of the safe conservative funds. So Dave, people often switch to conservative before buying. And then, as we discussed earlier, they forget to switch back.
Correct, yeah.
So what's the real cost of saying...
That one, yeah.
I hope he cuts this. Yeah. What's the real cost of staying conservative long term?
So the cost of staying conservative long term is that you will miss the upsides in the market. And over a long period of time, so once you've built your first home, for example, that period of time that you've got before you retire and need your money again or can access KiwiSaver is quite significant. So you're going to miss out on the market movements, which over the last 100 years has shown, even in markets that drop a little bit because of events, they'll come back. And because you've got a long time period to take that risk, if you like, then it's going to outperform those conservative funds every time. So the real cost is hundreds of thousands of dollars over 30 years. And also, I will add to that the value in having an advisor such as yourself or a business that helps you through that is quite significantly going to add value to your money at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I've got a really curvy question coming your way.
Yeah,
I don't think
then.
you expect
Fire
this
away.
one. So you know how there's been a massive hype around SpaceX.
Yeah.
Does KiwiSaver, or the funds and you know KiwiSaver that you work with, do they invest into that sort of industry?
Yeah, so they will look at speculative funds, a small part of their investment. They should do. Some go really risky, but then my view is don't mess around with your retirement money. If you've got a little bit of something to play with, go and invest a portion of that into SpaceX and let it do its job. I'm a bit long in the tooth and I've seen lots of different things like SpaceX come through and people go, man, you've got to jump on this, you've got to do that. The tech bubble was a classic example of that. I had clients saying to me, get on this, it's great, you're not going to lose any money, it's going to go through the roof. And then the bubble burst and everybody lost a lot of money. That client in particular lost a lot of money. But you don't mess with your retirement savings. Be sensible, be diversified, have a little bit of that if you want it, but make sure that you've diversified through different sectors as well, because that is your money in retirement that you're going to live off, and that will, I guess that's going to dictate how you live your retirement.
Yeah, because another curvy one really is there's, again, it's an election year. There's a lot of talk about retirement age being either pushed out or no pension by the time we get there.
Yeah, the pension, I don't think there'll be no pension, but I think there'll be asset testing. That's what they've been talking about. And when asset testing comes in, what does it look like? Who knows? Our view, and it should be a lot of people's view, should be that when you're saving for retirement and doing your sums and doing how you want to live in retirement, don't take that into account. If you get the pension when you do retire, then it's a bonus. But make sure you've got enough money to retire off your own back.
You know, I always like the saying of we are in control of our own future.
Correct. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So just to dig again into you a little bit deeper, so KiwiSaver funds, as part of the investment portfolio, do they invest into high risk?
Yeah, they do. And and you can get, obviously, the higher growth you go, the higher risk you'll get. But there's different ways to take risk. So you could take risk by investing in a lot of different companies at a higher level, but you still take risk with some speculative investment in there as well. And some providers have Bitcoin as part of theirs. Some providers have a lot of Bitcoin, which is not necessarily going to help you in retirement. But again, like I said, have a little play to the side somewhere and put $5,000 into something and have a play. But yes, there is risk. So you just need to look at who your provider is and what they're investing in to give you that return. Sometimes you might want to take the risk that they're giving you to get the top returns, because one year they could get you 25%, the next year could be minus 10%.
Can people ask the KiwiSaver providers to see a list of where?
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. It's all available for most providers. Some providers will do top 10 and they provide what we call a fund fact sheet. So ourselves, we provide a fund fact sheet, has all the holdings on, and we've got hundreds. And it will show you where that's invested, how they're invested. And most providers are pretty honest with what they are showing you, what they're invested in, and pretty transparent.
Well, they should be, right?
100%.
Love it. Love it. So my tip for the people really has always been, if you're looking to buy a lotto ticket,
Yep.
and if it's going to cost you $20 for for the triple dip,
Yep.
just take that money and put it into an investment fund.
Yep. It's an interesting argument, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure that the people who have won lotto might argue that point. But I don't know too many of them, do you?
Not at all.
I wish I knew a few more, to be honest.
Exactly. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. I look forward to seeing you again.
Okay.
And that's a wrap on That Home Loan Hub. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join me next time for more property tips and tricks. Your next smart move starts here.